Hi guys, welcome to this week's video. This is so weird because I have not actually filmed in almost 2 weeks at this point because I just got back from France. I just spent Thanksgiving and the holiday with my family. It was awesome. I just fixed my sleep schedule from being in France and I come back home and it's snowing. I have a ton of orders. I have a ton of Christmas presents to make. It's snowing. You know what that means. It's time to lock in for Christmas time, okay? Today is currently Saturday, November 29th. My whole website is currently 15% off for Small Business Saturday, Black Friday deals, you know, that kind of thing. And I have a ton of orders, like I said, and a ton of Christmas presents. And I've been contemplating doing this, and just with how much stuff I have to do, I think I am going to be doing my own kind of Vlogmas, okay? Am I going to be posting every single day? Absolutely not. I have another job. I physically am not able to post every single day, but I think I'm going to be doing 12 days of Vlogmas. So I'm going to be posting 3 times a week up until Christmas Day, which should be pretty fun because I have some fun stuff planned. And like I said, I have a lot of orders, so we're going to be crocheting a lot, but I have a lot of stuff planned that's not crochet that I think would be fun to vlog because I do enjoy vlogging. I don't have a ton of stuff that I'm doing all the time, you know? So with that being said, this is going to be our first day of Vlogmas, I guess, which is really, really exciting. Let's see what I have on my to-do list. I have 6 cardigans to make, and I have 2 tote bags, I have some ornaments, and a yoga mat holder that I want to make. And I also want to make some patterns. I really want to write my first crochet pattern. I have a ton of stuff planned, but I have been making cardigans non-stop for the last week, and I want a little break. So I think what we're going to be making next is the ornaments. I had one request to make one singular ornament, but of course I had to go buy those little clear plastic ornaments, and you can't really just buy one. So I bought a pack, and I figured let's just make all of them because I also might be doing a Christmas pop-up market in like a week, and I have no Christmas items really besides a few beanies and scarves. So I thought that that would be really fun. Let me grab those ornaments and we can take a look. Okay, these are the ornaments that I got. They're just plain clear. I don't know if they're plastic. Oh, they say they're glass. These are glass ornaments. I have 8 of them. Like I said, one was ordered from me, and then the rest of the 7 I will bring to my market / put on my website, and we will make those. But I have been saving a few patterns. You basically crochet around the ornament, to my knowledge. Maybe you sew it together, I don't really know, but I saved a few patterns, and this is going to be awesome to get rid of some scrap yarn. So I'm pulling up one of the patterns now, hopefully. Okay, I found the pattern I think I want to use. It's here. I will make sure it's linked down below, so in case you guys want to make some, you can. It looks really easy. It's a granny stitch, which is quick, and like I said, you can use a bunch of scrap yarn. So I'm going to go through my scrap yarn really quick. I think I'm going to keep them Christmas colors, so red, white, green, maybe some brown or some tan, but I want to stick to just doing Christmas colors. I think I'll make a couple the same and a couple different, you know. I'll switch it up a bit, but I want to get through all of these today. It is currently 11:30. I have been crocheting all morning. I just finished a cardigan for one of my huge orders, and then I have a tote bag that I'm working on, but I ran out of yarn and it's snowing and I can't leave my house because I don't get snow plows by me. So we're going to start the next thing on my list, which is these ornaments. With that being said, let me dig through my yarn. Okay, this is what I grabbed for now. If this isn't enough to go through all of the ornaments, then I think that I will do some light blues, and it'll be more winter versus just in your face Christmas. So all of this is I Love This Cotton, except for my white is the Lions brand Feels Like Butter yarn, I think. So we'll do that. This is just called Burnt Sienna. This one is brown, and this one I think is called Sage, and then white is just white. So like I said, it's snowing, it's freezing. I don't feel like sitting at my desk. I want to sit in my bed and watch YouTube. So we're gonna move to my bed and get working on these. I'm really excited actually. Okay, I have all of my supplies here. Needle, scissors, 3mm hook. I hope that that's a good size, but I think that this is going to be pretty adjustable. So I'm not really that concerned for it. You're basically just making a circle and then a second circle and then slip stitching it together. Should be pretty easy. I hope that it's kind of scary that these are glass. I don't know if you can hear it. Glass. But I think it's fine. I'm wondering if I should take off the top. I think I'm going to. Okay, let's just get started with this. I was gonna say I should clean the inside, but you're literally not gonna see the inside of these, so whatever. Let's start. Okay, I just finished the first half. You can see that there. This is so freaking cute. It ended up being 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rounds, and it covers half of this perfectly. I know this is probably really hard to see, but I'm gonna do the other half, and then I think you just slip stitch it together, and you can stretch it a bit, obviously, because it's crochet. And I actually don't think I'm going to weave in any of my ends either, because it's going to be tucked on the inside. So this is amazing. Like I said, I'll probably do some that are just green and red. I'll do a couple that are like this one, and then if I run out of yarn, I'll do some blue ones that are more winter. I did pull brown too, just in case, but I don't know if we'll actually end up using that. But this is really cute. I think that my 3mm hook is a little bit small for this yarn, but it's working out okay. Just got to make sure that it's not splitting, but it's really, really cute. So I'm gonna make the second half, and then we'll slip stitch it together, and hopefully it's really easy to do that. Okay, I just finished the second half here. My camera just moved weird, I'm sorry. And now it says to sew them together, but I want to try and slip stitch them together, I think, just because I think that that will be easier. And I also want to be able to see the white, because that's the next color in the sequence here. So I'm going to start on one side and then go all the way around and try to slip stitch them together. This should be interesting. Okay, yeah, that's not too hard. It was kind of awkward at first, and I'm just making sure all my ends are tucked inside there. But I'm going to do this really quick and we will actually be done. I'm trying to decide if I want to go in the back loop only, or both loops, or the front loops. Sorry guys, this is really hard to show, especially because I'm sitting in my bed. My bad. Okay, well now I'm not liking how slip stitching looks. Let's try single crocheting them together. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm single crocheting them together through both loops on each side. Is this not the cutest thing that you've ever seen? And that was so easy. It fits perfectly. It's now 12:09. I don't remember what time I started that, but it felt pretty quick, I think. Maybe like 12 minutes. And I have 8 of these. It definitely bulks it up a little bit, but like I said, I didn't have to weave in my ends or anything. It was really easy. I just put that little guy right back on. Cute. I'll probably do another one the exact same, like red, green, and white, and then I might do a couple that are just red and green, and then maybe I'll do some and add in the brown. But I have been up all morning and I haven't eaten anything yet, and I'm starving, so I'm going to make some lunch really quick. The snow is still coming down. Thinking about having some soup or some ramen, get the cozy vibes going, you know, and then we'll get back to making these. Okay, I had some lunch and I made another half. It's 12:45. I really hope I can finish all these today, but if I can't, then we'll make some tomorrow. But they do go really quick, especially since I don't have to weave in any ends. It's really nice. I feel like I'm not crocheting at my fastest ability today, but that's okay. That is a-okay. Honestly, once I get tired of making these, I'll probably start working on one of my orders, which is another cardigan. But until then, until I'm tired of making these, then I'm just gonna keep going with them. I'm actually really excited about these. I think they're gonna be really, really cute. And I hope people really like them as much as I like them. Okay, I just finished my second one. Again, this one is the same as the first one we made. So we made 2 out of 8. I think the next one I'm just gonna do red and green, no white in it. My red is looking a little sparse, but it barely uses any in there. So that's what I'm gonna do. And I have been taking the tops off when I sew it together, and then I just put it back on because it kind of gets in the way. So that's a good tip if you are going to make these. But yeah, I'm going to start another one. I'm not getting tired of them yet. They're pretty easy. Like, I'm not even thinking about it. Honestly, I'm not even using the pattern either. It's very simple. Just a circular granny stitch pattern, you know? And then you can make it as big or small as you need for whatever size ornament you have. I am thinking about, I know I kind of already mentioned, but I hope I can finish all of these and start an order tonight, because obviously the orders are most important. And one of these is an order, obviously, but those cardigans take obviously longer than these do. So I want to get that started because I do have to work tomorrow, like all day. So I don't know how much work I'm going to be able to get done. So I want to get as much done today as possible, so that way tomorrow I can really just edit this to post on Monday, which is super exciting. I haven't posted anywhere that I'm going to be doing Vlogmas because it was kind of a last minute decision. So I have to make a post for that, but like I said, I'm hoping that I can do all that tomorrow once I get off work. Okay, I just finished this one. It's just a plain red and green one. My red is getting really thin. I'm hoping I have enough to just do one more like this, and then we can move on. I was thinking of doing a green, brown, and white one, 2 of those, and then maybe I'll do 2 blue ones, or I'll dig around my stash, and I kind of want to see if I have, I know I don't have any more red, but maybe if I have a darker green and I can do like 2 shades of green maybe. But yeah, we've got almost 4 done. I'm keeping them in the little container here, and they look really cute sitting in here like this. So I think when I bring them to the market, I will just display them like that, you know? But let's make a second plain red and green one. It is 1:34, so pretty good on time, and I'm still enjoying making them. Okay, I just finished my 4th ornament. This one, so sorry, the first plain red and green one, I did 5 rows, which is the same as that one, but when I was sewing it, I noticed that it was kind of loose. I don't know why. So I only did 4 rounds on this, and it fits perfectly. So here's what the 4 look like. Whoa. My green, I think I might have more green, but my red is super thin like I said, but I'm wondering if I can do red, green, white, brown, and then that's 4 rounds, and I wonder if I can do that 4 times and have enough red. I might try, because I said that I would do the blue ones, but I just love how Christmassy these are looking together, and I want to keep that. If I have to use acrylic yarn, then I will. I just wanted to use cotton because it's thinner. I need to dig through my scraps too. I might have some scraps somewhere, but that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do another one, but do red, green, white, and brown, and then we'll see how far that can get us. Hopefully I can do 2 like that, but I just finished the 5th one. Looks good. I do think I'm gonna have enough to make a second one of these, so I'm really happy about that, and it should use up the rest of my yarn here, and then I'll have 2 left to figure out what to do with. But it is now 2:30 almost, and I want to take a break because I've been sitting here for way too long. Gonna do some dishes and put away my laundry, and then we'll come back to finishing these. And I definitely think that we'll be able to finish these and start one of my hexagon orders tonight, so that is very exciting. Okay, I did take a little bit of a break, but I really just want to finish these. So we have 6 completed ones, 2 with brown, 2 red, green, and white, and then 2 just red and green ones. So we have 2 left, and I dug through my scrap yarn, and I do have like a tiny bit of red. It's not the same red that we've been using. I also found this red, which is also not the same as either one of those, but it's a really thin yarn, and I don't know how I feel about that. And then I found a ton of green in various shades. So, and I have plenty of white and plenty of brown left. I do have a tiny bit of the red left, so I'm trying to decide if I want to, I don't know if it's enough to make 2 more though. I really wish it was, because then I could just do 2 more like this or similar, where it just has the red in the middle. But I don't know if it's enough. Then if I run out, I don't want to have 1 and 1, you know? Actually, that made no sense. But I like that these all are using the same yarn, you know? Like, these all look good together. So I definitely need to use the brown again, so that way this one isn't standing out. I could do brown, green, and white and not do red. I wonder if I have enough. I might just try it and then we'll see. Because technically when I bring these to the market, I am only gonna have 7 of them, because again, one of them is an order. So I can just have 1. So I guess that's what we'll do. I'm gonna start with doing red in the center again, since that's where the least amount of color is. And then we'll see. I might do these colors again, but I'll put them in a different order. I think I'll do red, brown, green, white. Yeah, we'll try that and see how it goes. It is 3:07. I'm hoping to have both of these finished by 4 o'clock if I can. Then I will take a real break, just chill out for a minute, and then we can start the cardigans later. Because when we start, it's gonna be basically dark outside and I'm gonna wanna relax. Like I said, I work tomorrow and I work pretty early, so I don't want to be up too late. And it's been really hard for me to get my body back on this kind of sleep schedule since I was in France. I really struggled with the time change. So I need to make sure that I am rested for work tomorrow, but I think that that should be no problem at all. Okay, I just finished this one, and I actually have plenty of red to make our final one. We only have 1 ornament left, and it's 3:30, so I do think that we can finish by 4 or right at 4 o'clock, which is perfect. And then, like I said, I'll take a break, and then I'll start working on the hexagon cardigan orders that I have. Okay, I just finished the last one, and guess what? It is 3:56, so that was perfect timing. These do not fit very well in their case anymore, but here are all, oops. Here are all 8 of the ornaments that we made. I actually didn't have to dip into my scrap yarn at all. I had the perfect amount to finish, and I still have this much red left, but I did use all the green. But I'm gonna put all this yarn away and then actually take a break, because the only break I took was for my lunch, and then I walked away for like 5 minutes to do dishes. So I'm actually gonna take a break now because my back hurts. I need to stretch, and I really need to put away laundry. Okay guys, it is now 4:30. I'm sorry that the lighting is just so awful in this, but I really don't feel like sitting at my desk. And that's where I get the best lighting, except the sun's basically gone now. But I did all my laundry and stretched, and I feel good to start the cardigan. And I just wanted to show you guys the colors that they picked. We are definitely not finishing this tonight, obviously, but I'm hoping I can just put in a little bit of work on it. This is going to be a size large, and it's of my custom African flower granny square hexagon cardigans. So these colors they picked. This is Loops and Threads Soft Classic. This color is Cornflower. This one is Mauve. This one is Arctic. And then finally their last one is Periwinkle. A very cute blue, purpley, pinky colors, you know? But now I have to decide what color to start with. Can't decide, should I go like, oh yeah, that looks good. Like this. I think that's the way I'm gonna go. Okay, time to start. It is a size large. It's literally all of the cardigans I've been making is a size large, which is nice for me because I remember exactly how many rounds to do and things, so I don't have to keep looking it up. We are putting some work in on our list, and I think that that's kind of how I'm gonna do things. I'm going to work on cardigans, and then when I get tired of them, I'll make something else. Like I need to make a yoga mat holder, like I said, and then I think that there was something else. I have a list going, but I'm kind of gonna flip-flop back and forth. But since I am doing Vlogmas, you should be able to see everything that I make and finish in December, which should be pretty fun. I am just going to get started on this cardigan here. I'm going to start with the color Arctic. I'm gonna start this one first, and I will probably just work until I don't want to. I feel pretty good about the amount of stuff that I've gotten done today. You guys didn't see, but this morning I finished one cardigan, so I finished that. I finished the ornaments, and now I'm starting another project, so I feel pretty good. But my battery's about to die, so I'll catch up with you guys later. Okay, it is now 6:09. I got about 13 rows done, I think, which is awesome. I really didn't think that I would get that much done, but my movie just ended and my hands are pretty sore, so I think that that's where I'm gonna call it. But again, this is the first day of Vlogmas, so you guys will be seeing me work on this more on Wednesday's video. So that is where I'm going to end the first day of Vlogmas. I'm really excited about this. Let me know if you guys are excited down below, or if there's anything specific you want to see from me for the next, 3 weeks, I guess. Like I said, I'm going to be posting 3 times a week, and you're going to get 12 videos up until Christmas. Instead of the usual 1 a week, you will get 3 a week. I had a lot of fun making these projects today, and I have a lot more fun projects planned. With all that being said, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one.